Hey everybody, welcome back to another Brothers in Arsenal. Ben and Daniel here to discuss Arsenal versus, oh gosh, I gotta read the name. How do I say it
Kairat.
again? Kai Kai
Kairat
Kairat
Albati.
Mati.
Almaty, yeah.
Where are they even from?
Because Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan. Okay, sorry. But here to discuss our final group stage game. Eighth win out of eight in the Champions League group stage at the Emirates. 3-2 victory today. Um, I mean, to be honest, what the hell did we watch? What did we watch there? That was such a weird game. I mean the first 45 minutes, as we all saw, were amazing. Probably should have had 5 or 6 goals in that half. Some really good performances. Second half, my God, that was that was brutal to watch at times. But I guess that's kind of Arsenal, to be honest. That kind of is Arsenal. Daniel, you give me your thoughts on that performance.
Yeah, it was great to see Kai Havertz back. He got a
Yeah.
goal and a couple of assists or an assist. Um, I thought the team was playing good as Arteta called for more confidence, more free flowing a little bit.
hmm
So
Yeah.
that was nice to see. Yeah, second half we could have had, a couple more goals, but did not
Just
happen. Jesus, he
not clinical,
He
not
missed a
clinical.
couple. He had the one where it was a good finish, but it was offsides. Asa had some chances
Yeah.
or a chance,
And,
but chance.
Odegaard had two really good headers. Well, not good
Yeah,
headers, good heading opportunities that he just put right at the keeper.
Odegaard has, or not Odegaard, Martinelli. He he had the outside of the boot pass to Gyökeres in the other
Mhm.
match against Inter, and then he realized that everyone was bigging him up for it. So now he wants to do that every time
I
off the
know.
wing.
I was
Which,
like,
to be
please
fair,
don't
it did
make this your
work.
new trademark. It did
No,
work.
I
He
know.
had one really good cross, yeah.
Yeah, but
I hope he doesn't just keep doing that because his
no,
left-footed cross is still really good across the box,
he
whipping
did
it.
use it, and
Does he
it
did,
was a good
yeah.
cross too. Um, but
I
yeah, it was an interesting
I
game
just
all in all.
I want to hear
What's
your
your
thoughts on Medwek. Nani. What did you think about him tonight?
he really needs to
Oh my.
work. He really needs to get like his final third correct because
Yeah. So I was listening to Curtis Shaw, his kind of like post-match commentary, and he basically said he's like, yeah, Nani, he looks like an under 18. He's got all the skill, the flair, and under 18 breaking through, but not quite that finishing. But he's not allowed, he was basically like he's not allowed to be that. Like he's 20, what is he, 25 years old, 24 years old? Like,
yeah.
yeah, that was Daniel, that last one. You just finished watching the game. You watched it, you delayed it, right? Because you were working or whatever. But
Mm.
like I think it was the last touch you
The
might
one
have
where he
just
bombed
skied
it.
it. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm not kidding. I was watching and I just started laughing. I started burst out laughing. I was like, oh my God. He was like what, 6 yards out and he just I mean I had to have left the stadium. It had to have.
Yeah, it
It
was
was
crazy.
ridiculous. But I mean he was skinning people all night long. He was doing really
Yeah.
well.
I mean, it was
His
Kairat,
Yeah, I know,
but
I
yeah.
know. His passing, hit and miss here and there. He overshot to Ben White a few times, undershot to him. I don't know. He's just such
He almost
a
picked
player.
out Eza when he skinned the guy.
Yeah, he had a couple where he skinned the guy, put it across the box. As they just, I don't know. He took too long to shoot that, I think. I know what
Gyökeres
you're
could have
talking
had
about.
a
He looked
couple.
he looked awesome today, and I want to touch on that really quick. Gyökeres, Kai Havertz.
Gyökeres.
You and I have talked about, kind of like a 4-4-2. We know Arteta's not going to play 4-4-2. We talked about wanting to see that. And we wanted to see that link up between Yakrez and Kai Havertz. And we
Dude,
did
it
see
was like the
that
first
today.
pass Havertz was on for you.
Yeah,
He
I
did
was
what no one else has been doing this whole season. Just
exactly.
put a ball in behind. Just put the ball in behind. Let him run onto it. And
Yes.
that's exactly what he
Yes.
did. It
Literally
was such a
his
good pass too, which is like
yeah.
I know Havertz is a good player, but like because we signed him as a 10 or a midfielder, and then
Mhm.
he reverted to a 9 because he wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know he's a solid player, technical player, but I was like, that was a beautiful pass.
Perfect
Like that
pass
was a
right to him.
great pass.
And
Anyways,
then and then to your point all the time, Yakrez first touch.
but that's the thing
Horrible.
is
But he recovered. He recovered.
well, yeah, but whole season, who's
Yeah.
done that pass? Maybe
Nobody.
Zubimendi a couple times. Saliba did it a few times, or one time in a
Yeah.
game. He maybe has done it another time. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's like, why don't we just play these passes in
Mhm.
behind?
So is Kai
I know it's
Havertz?
Kairat Almaty.
Of course,
Like,
yeah.
no disrespect to
Within
them,
reason.
but like, you
But
can play a ball like that against other teams.
yeah, yeah, you can. And Yakuza is always trying to make those runs, as we've seen majority of the season. Um, but like, is Havertz going to be the key to winning us this league title? We saw his form 2 seasons ago when he came in, and he was unbelievable. He was one of the best forwards in the Premier League at the time. Went on a crazy scoring run, and almost led us to a title. City just nicked us to it, right? So
March Marchford's. I'm hoping for March Marchford's. Yeah.
yeah, and is Kai Havertz going to be the key to unlock Yakuza to win us this title? I truly think he is, because his every single piece of his play tonight was forward thinking, forward thinking. How can I get the ball quickly up the field? Um,
Not
and
just him though.
unfortunately,
I will say after we drew and lost to United, Forest and United, and then everyone was pissed, and then I took that presser. Um,
yeah,
it did seem like we were more free flowing, handbrake off. I mean, yes, it was Kairat. I keep prefacing that. No disrespect to them, but they
yeah.
weren't going to
I mean,
qualify even if they.
they played. I shouldn't say they played well, but I mean, they could have easily, you know, had a draw against us if we didn't put one of those away. So, uh,
Hmm.
you know, yeah, hats off to them. They played pretty well, I thought, but
Hmm.
for as best they could. I know we were kind of peppering them the whole game. But I will say though, uh, that forward thinking, that forward type of play is what we're all calling out for. It's what we need, and we see the slow build up we do, and we're crying out for somebody to just be attacking minded, and just go for it. Odegaard when he came on, I felt like there was a clear, I don't want to say drop off, but there was a clear change in pace of the game. And I'm not blaming just Odegaard. I'm not blaming just him. But he was driving forward, but he was still very slow in his like decision making. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Like
mm,
there was the one time he turned a guy, he's dribbling forward, and he had time to slip. I think it was Eze. I think it might have been Eze through, and he just waited, and then the window closed, and he tried to like chip it through legs, and it just got blocked. And like he did that a couple times where he just delayed his pass, a little too slow. Like he was trying to play it forward, but it was just still kind of slow. I'm not trying to nitpick the guy. I'm really not. I was a bit surprised Arteta brought him on, to be honest.
yeah, but I did think he was a little bit more brave in his uh in some of the moves he was making. So I don't
Mhm.
know.
Now, do you think Kai Havertz coming off? Because I was really excited to see a second half performance, and he came off, of course. Do you think that we're just tossing that up to just trying to manage his minutes? Because he's coming off the injury, and I think reports came
Yeah.
out like they're going to have to manage his minutes. Are we saving it for Leeds? Are we going to see him against Leeds? Now, the question is, do
Uh,
we want to see him in the midfield? I mean, he played well today, but we do know his midfield performances haven't been great in the past.
it's a different thing. This is the thing that throughout the season our eyes have been open. Like we obviously at the beginning of the season knew the Champions League is a different pace, different style of play to the Premier League. But as we've seen, I know we're top in the Premier League and top in the Champions League also, but we are eight wins, yeah, 8 wins out of eight,
I
and we have been flying and playing free flowing, attacking football. We played our best football in the Champions League.
hmm
Um, it's just, and then like the anxiety of us dropping points or whatnot. It's not the where am I going with this? Champions League is different football. I don't know if we should throw Kai in right away because physicality is different. And yes, he played
he
good
looked
today,
looked
but
physical today, and I know you're going to say
yeah,
Kairat, but he did look strong today, and majority of his
you're
play.
right. I was gonna say that.
I knew you were, yeah.
No, but I don't know. Just to throw him straight back in, we should just bring him on as a sub.
Okay.
And yeah,
Well then, let's see. So are you going to stick with Declan, Zubimendi, and Odegaard then? Because Eze, I'll be honest. I mean, he looked all right today at moments, but it's still flattered to deceive a little bit. I felt. Is that fair to
yeah,
say?
yeah.
Yeah, kind of agree. Yeah, no.
Hmm. No, I thought it was good, but yeah, there were moments where he could have been better. But
And I know you're
overall,
a
I thought
big Marino fan, so you're going to call for Marino.
he is really good. But uh, no, I mean, well, who would I like to see out of the three of them?
And we could save this for our pre-match if you want. I was just
Yeah,
curious
let's
what your
just save it
thoughts
for
were.
the pre-match. What I
Yeah.
want to say is the other matches, real quick.
Oh,
Wow. I was
crazy.
so okay, so I got home and I wanted to watch the second half without seeing any of the results. I didn't look at Ben's text.
Yeah.
And I watched our game and then after that it switched over to what game was it? It was like three different games. So the last game that it
And they
ended
put the
on
Madrid Benfica game on
was the
after.
Madrid Benfica
Yeah,
match
which was crazy.
because that was the last one to go. And it was weird. It was like, man, do they not know they need to score? And I was like, and then they kept showing the tables, and I'm like, oh man, it's the of course the team that's going to get knocked out would be Marseille. I want to see
Yeah,
Ranieri
I
ball out in the
know. That was a
Champions League,
bummer.
and no,
Yeah,
and I was happy because it was like such a crazy thing that happened. But I was like, this is annoying. Of course, the team that's going to drop out is the team that we want to see our player go and ball
yeah.
out in the Champions League and show what he can do
Extra
because he
minutes,
can.
better competition. Yeah, it's a bit of a bummer. No disrespect to French league, but yeah, better competition. That'd been nice to see.
Mm,
That Benfica game though, I mean, the keeper comes up, game-winning header, bumps. I believe that goal, if I heard correctly on the broadcast, bumped Madrid to
yeah, they're not in
the
the
knockout.
playoffs.
Yeah, the playoffs, which is hilarious. And it also bumped Benfica, I believe, up to a playoff spot because they were about to get booted from the Champions League, I think. What I was hearing correctly. So pretty
Yeah, they
crazy
were.
stuff
They
there. Yeah.
well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Benfica were in the relegation.
Yeah.
Ben, they went through because they got 9 points, but they went from negative three goal differential to negative two goal differential.
Yeah.
Marseille were also on 9 points, negative three goal differential. But guess what?
Right.
However,
Yeah.
the rules worked of if it's away goals or whatever, they were both tied on it, but Marseille were still in it.
Mm.
Oh, they got a last minute goal, knocked them out.
Yeah.
It's annoying,
Yeah. But it's still crazy though.
but
Jose
it was cool
Mourinho
to see.
working his magic.
And then
Um,
and then Bodo Glimt too. They beat
yeah, they
Club
beat Let's
Bruges,
Go.
and they went through too.
Wait, Club Bruges. I thought they
Sorry,
were
not Club
losing.
Bruges. That was the Marseille game. They beat Atletico Madrid 2-1. They came back and beat them 2-1.
Yeah.
I'm just like, seriously, Marseille, Bodo Glimt, the Portuguese teams,
Oh no, Club Bruges won 3-0 against Marseille. Sorry, yeah.
some other team that made it through. I'm like, come on, Marseille, what are you doing? And all
Yeah.
they needed to do was just not concede as many. They lost 3-1. Anyways.
Yeah. Spurs though, fourth place in Champions League. Pretty funny considering their Premier League form. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
hopefully
Well,
they'll.
that's the thing is that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it's
It's a
different. Yeah.
different league. It's a
Yeah.
different pace. It's a different style of play.
Yep.
Premier League teams, it's a lot of sitting back, especially for the top end teams. It's a lot of playing against lower blocks or
Yeah.
passive teams that are just trying to wear you down, not let a lot of stuff through, but then just beat you on the counter and whatnot.
Mhm.
And the Champions League teams go at it, and that creates more space. That makes the game more fluid, more basketball like. So
Yeah.
yeah,
But I mean, fun day Champions League. I actually, a couple of my students were asking like, "Oh, do you like the new format? Do you like the new format?" And I was still like, this was today. I was still like, I'm still like haven't yet to decide on it. But after watching like the chaos that occurred today, I'm like, yeah, I think I like this. There's a lot of big games that happen. You don't get the like say it's Arsenal versus Kairat in the group stage. You don't get two games against Kairat where Arsenal just pump them, right? Not that we pumped them today, but you know what I mean. Like you get a lot of variation and you get a little bit more a balanced schedule, I guess you could say, in a way. So
mm.
actually I kind of liked it. So I think yeah, I think the new format is working out pretty well.
No, but well, I know it still happens in the knockout stages, but like the storylines aren't as good in the knockout or in the league phase because it's just a one off game. Like oh, if you don't beat PSG, you have Kairat and Bodo Glimt and Copenhagen and these lower teams
Right.
that you
That's
just got to
fair, yeah.
pick those points up against. Because I just listed three teams that most big teams should beat. 9 points and 9 points got yeah 9 points got people into the qualification
Hmm,
stages. So I'm like,
interesting. Yeah, it's a good point to look or a
well,
good way to
because
look
the
at it too.
stories of oh we got beat, we got to come back and beat them again, or like even though it would be a group phase again, you don't
Yeah.
have to beat them.
I do miss the like away goal stuff a little bit. It did kind of annoy
Well,
you to be over, but it was also kind of fun.
that wasn't even in the group stages for the last few seasons or
That's true.
so.
It wasn't, yeah.
But
Yeah, I do kind of
yeah,
miss
anyways.
that because there's some sagas with the goal difference stuff. But before we wrap up, though, I do want to just shout out. We've had quite a few comments over the last week. We appreciate everybody commenting on our videos, whether it's in agreement or not, or making fun of me for looking like DeYoung,
Whether
whatever.
you're an Arsenal fan or Man United
Or
fan
Man
or
United
just
fan, yeah.
any
So
soccer fan.
I just want to shout out the FC26 GOAT. He was leaving some comments, United fan.
I
Uh,
think I actually re-commented back to him today.
You did. That's why I was bringing this up because I saw it pop up on our YouTube. And yeah, just shout out FC26 Go. Replying back to us, having a conversation. He's a United fan. We were having some good conversation about the game the other day. So yeah, shout out to whatever your name is, but FC26 Go. But yeah, anyways, we'll just wrap up this video. We want to keep it, we don't want to keep going too long. But yeah, any last comments about the game or anything, Daniel?
Um, I thought Mascara played really good too, I will say.
Yeah, he looked all right. My last comment, I guess, since you have that to say, Calafiori looked a little off today. I know he's been coming back from a long injury. Obviously, the penalty. I'm not just saying because the penalty. Even rest of
Mm,
the game, he still looked a little off at some points. Had some good points too, but I mean that penalty was a bit bizarre. They just pulled him back, grabbed them, but it is what it is. So hopefully, we'll get him back firing at that left back position pretty soon. I'm excited to see him back into play. But that being said, Scally I thought played really well today. There's one pass that was beautiful. I don't know if you remember, Daniel. I believe it was in the first half. He was on, left back position, kind of like midfield, and he just put this like I don't know, 50, 60-yard ping across to Nani at the right wing. It was beautiful, right to his feet in stride.
Maduki?
Yeah, Maduki. Yeah. So yeah, I thought Scully played pretty well today. So yeah. But anyways, this has been another Brothers in Arsenal. Please like, subscribe, share with friends, hit the hype button, leave comments down
If that
below
exists.
if that exists. Leave comments down below. Daniel and I always looking to reply and comment to people. But yeah, anyways, it's been another Brothers in Arsenal. We'll see you guys in the next video.